I'm Mike Morales. You are watching, listening, and watching Sipping Off the Cup on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our social media platforms. I'm here in San Antonio, and that gentleman out there is
I'm in Newport News, Virginia, and I'm Dave Dinius.
Dave. And I, Dave, I'm first of all, I'm very proud to be doing this with you because this completes our trilogy. It's like watching Captain America without having to, Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2, and you're waiting for Iron Man 3. So here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to dissect, taste, and discover Cazcanes.
Anejo.
No, say it with me. Anejo.
Anejo.
Yeah. You'll get it. You'll get it.
I'm a gringo. What can I say?
Now, this is something that is, long story short, Dave Dinius brought this to our attention 2 years ago at the Monterey Bay Tequila and Cuisine.
No, Mammoth Margarita.
Mammoth Margarita. I'm sorry, because they were doing both. They did both shows because one happens in August and the other one happens in October. Mm-hmm. And Dave raved about it. So we tried getting it then. We weren't able to. But the following year, we went to Mammoth, and you may have seen our photos on Instagram. If you haven't, you can check out our Instagram feed.
There's plenty of reviews with them.
Yeah, and we met Colin Edwards, who is the distiller. We saw his story. We went to their booth. We visited with them at length. We interviewed them.
Yeah, and Jose, and Robert, all those guys.
Yeah, there are a couple of brothers. Well, Colin is the brains of the operation, Colin Edwards, and he's got a beautiful book that he's so proud to show everybody of the entire process and the distillery. And now this is not a slouch. Dave and I, earlier in the year, you may have seen this review, Dave and I had a chance to taste and dissect the Blanco, which is an award winner from the San Francisco World Spirits Competition. Yep. I can't read I think they won in 2017, I believe.
2017 is what it was.
Yeah. Look at this. This is a 100 proof Blanco, and if you can see bubbles, I want to shampoo my hair with this stuff, man. I bet if I did, I'd grow more hair.
I got some of it here. It's just
it's lovely. It is an award winner. Now, to be fair, this Blanco is a high proof Blanco. I believe it's 100 proof, isn't it?
Proof.
Yeah, it's 100 proof, 50% alcohol by volume. But we also had a chance to taste the Reposado.
Reposado, you got him. You got him out.
The Reposado is not a high proof. It is, of course, 80 proof.
80 proof.
So we were fascinated by the Reposado.
That was pretty good stuff too.
Yes, both of those were nominated Brands of Promise nominees.
Yep, they were.
Myself for this year, but what was missing is Dave somehow secured a bottle of the Anejo, and I warned him not to drink it without me.
It's been a year.
He actually moved with this bottle because he moved from Reno to Virginia.
Yep.
And did not, to his credit, did not open the bottle.
I did not. I waited.
I was lucky enough to get not only this bottle but a couple of others. And together we are going to taste and dissect the Cazcanes Anejo. Now, you had this at the show as samples. Did you have it at Mammoth or Monterey this year?
Monterey. In Monterey, they brought like 3 bottles. This was one of the 3 bottles that they had there.
Wow.
We've killed off 2 of them that night.
Well, I just...
Which explains the dearth of video from the
Monterey. That was Lisa off camera there.
Yes.
I just popped this open, and just the wood on the nose is amazing. Now, I'm going to use my Glencairn, and we're going to pour a little sample of this.
My Jarrito glass for the mezcal.
The mezcal glass. Now, do we know the length of time that they are aging? They had very minimal. Put it to you this way, folks. They are running the company on a shoestring, as as most startup brands do, and there wasn't a whole lot of point of sale material or information. And the website, since Dave and I first visited with them, their website was hacked. That's how good these guys are. They were hacked like we were, and so they're rebuilding the website with more security. And so we're going to go on basically taste. I don't know. Did they give you any indication as to how long they were aging and in what barrels?
Can't remember. I really can't remember. Last I talked to them about it really was last year, and when I did, it was near the end of the show, I must say.
Well, they don't give a whole lot of information on the label. It's just pretty standard information. It does not say how long it's been aged. We do have two separate lots. Dave has L008/18.
Yes.
Right, and I have L009/18.
Which could be barrel.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Not sure what that means, but
it's lot 8 and 9.
yeah, lot 8 and 9. So they could still be. Aren't they still experimenting with length of time in the barrels? Isn't that what they mentioned to you?
I think so, because I think they finally are happy with it, and they finally released it. So
okay,
and it had to happen between when I saw them in Mammoth back in August and now, because it is online at Reserve Bar. You can buy it there, which wasn't the case when I talked to him at the Mammoth Margarita Festival.
Okay, and that
was just been really recent that you can get the Anejo.
Yeah. Now I love the color on my sample, and my lighting isn't the greatest here right now. It normally isn't. It's late afternoon here in Texas, but you've got beautiful lighting there, and it's gorgeous.
It's not very dark, but it is nice golden.
Yeah, it's a golden color, kind of a light gold, as opposed to a straw gold.
Yeah.
Wow, Legs and Tears are beautiful. When I opened it, the nose on the barrel, the wood on the barrel.
It's funny. Chris was telling me at Mammoth this last year, he's like, I can just sit there and just sniff.
Chris Edwards is Colin's brother, who is actually their attorney, and he was the point of contact at the beginning there.
And he's like, I can just sit here and just sniff, just smell it for just an hour if I can,
You definitely want to spend some time with this, because it's just. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's oak. It doesn't. I'm not sure if it's a used barrel or a new barrel. It smells really new. I'm not sure if it's a toast that they're using, but
I do believe they're toasting.
Well, yeah, but
it's a light toast. It's
a light toast, yeah, because it's got. You know what it has a nose like there's a lot of wood in it, more than the color would tell you that there is, because some of these with this much wood on the nose is going to look darker, and it doesn't.
It doesn't. No, this is a beautiful color. The Legs and Tears. Wow, in the nose, I just.
Down at the bottom, if I tilt this Glencairn at the bottom and right down the middle, there's some sweetness, some honey.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, maybe some caramel. It's funny. Very little alcohol in the nose, and I just popped this bottle open.
Yeah, just a little, but not much. You got to kind of dig for it. At least I do.
Yeah. Which is odd with this glass, because normally it's the other way around. You can smell the alcohol come right up at you, but not in this case. There's some sweetness, there's some wood sweetness on the nose, maybe almond, just a hint of honey, maybe. I gotta taste it. I gotta dive in. Let's taste it.
There's some oak. Not heavy. It's got a sweetness that's in there.
Yeah, that's all barrel. There's even a little bit of cinnamon in there. There's some spiciness on the palate, on the back end.
Yeah, this is just, oh, wow.
This is a hearty tequila, though. It doesn't lose the character of the Blanco, even though this is not a. I'm not sure if they're starting with an 80 proof Blanco or if they're starting with a 100 proof. It's hard. We won't know until they actually divulge that information on their website or on their point of sale material. But this is glorious, man.
It is.
I am really digging the wood notes on this. It smells almost overproof, but it's not.
But it's not. No, it's just 80 proof.
Yeah, it's almost as if it. I would go on a limb and say they start with that Blanco and just stuff it in the barrel and then dilute it at 80 before they bottle it.
Quite possible. Mm.
If you get a chance to see, if you meet those guys, Cazcanes Tequila, if you meet them at any of the shows that are out there, go up to them, say hi, meet them. Colin and Chris and whoever's manning the booth will probably have lots of beautiful pictures. You can see those pictures on their Instagram. If you follow them on Instagram, I promise they have several.
Post a lot. They do post a lot on Instagram.
Yeah, they did last year, and I know it's been sporadic because they've had to regroup, but they have not. Wow. There's even a mintiness from the barrel, again, like a barrel mintiness on it. And maybe I would say it's coming from the barrel and not from the agave.
Yeah, I don't think it's from the agave.
No, the barrel, the wood notes on this make it a really great tequila if you're going to pair it with a cigar. I wouldn't go too aggressive with the cigar wrapper. I would go with somewhere mild so that the tequila pairs nicely with the cigar as opposed to one trying to overpower the other.
Yeah.
Wow, this is just lovely. Look at the beating up, the beads and the tears, it's so beautifully done.
Just some vanilla and caramel notes, and it's just
Yeah, the more it opens up, the more more the barrel character comes across. But it still has that warm fuzzy from the.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Not quite like the Blanco, but
that Blanco is pretty powerful, but
yes, and it's so good.
This is definitely an Oakhead's tequila, but don't let the color of the juice fool you. It has as much character as some of the other brands that you know and love that have darker color. My guess is that they're wanting to let the agave do the talking, very much in the G4 and Terralta range.
Yep.
You know, where the barrel is secondary to what the agave really brings. And in this case, the agave and the barrel play really nice with each other.
They do play very nice together. This is good stuff.
Yeah. What do we know for pricing on the Cazcanes right now?
For the Anejo Reserve Bar, it was, where'd it go? Where's the price? I think $135.
It's worth every penny.
It is.
I wouldn't blink twice. You know, in the middle, this is one of those few tequilas that is made more in a traditional, authentic way. You can find their process again on Instagram. That's Cazcanes. And you will see pictures explaining what their process is all about.
Yes.
Right now, we're in the middle of a very severe agave shortage. But if you're looking to sip something very authentic and old school, this is an old school tequila. I'm telling you. And oak heads, guys who really enjoy the oak on their añejos are not disappointed with this.
But I'm surprised that it's not like overpowering oak.
Yeah,
It's a nice oak.
yeah,
It's a
it's
clean oak.
well balanced on
Yes,
both ends.
very balanced.
Yeah, it's not too hardy in it, and even on my palate right now, there's I'm getting a little dryness. You taste that little bit of oak on there, and that could be from the toast. It could be from what they're doing with the barrel, but it's nice. It's a nice lingering oak, very much in the same vein as a good cigar will leave, its flavor on your palate, and I gotta tell you, man,
Colin is a magician.
he is. Brand of Promise nominee. That's the trilogy, ladies and gentlemen. That's the hat trick. Dave and I now have Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, and Iron Man 3. Cazcanes number 7 Anejo. I believe it's called number 7 because that was the 7th attempt. I think if you ever meet Colin or you see the book, we call it the book. It's like the Cazcanes Bible. They have on an Adobe fence. They have all 6, 7 iterations of this añejo that they have pulled, and the reason it's called number 7. I think it's the seventh iteration.
I think so, and the Blanco was at 9. So
yeah. So congratulations to Cazcanes. That is our take on Cazcanes Añejo. Don't forget to get it. Support these people. Support authentic tequila.
Yes,
you won't be sorry.
Nope.
That's our take on Cazcanes. I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio, Texas. That gentleman out there is
Dave Dinius. I'm in Newport News, Virginia.
You have been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe. Hit the red button. Don't be afraid of
us. Follow us.
Yeah, don't be afraid of commitment. You can follow Dave on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah. You can follow us on all social media. We have our social media on point. But whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.